Hey guys, welcome back to Sevenfold Farm. Today we are tanning a cowhide. So I hope you'll enjoy this process as we go. We got this cowhide from a friend who they butchered their cow and they offered to let us have the experience of tanning it. So this is what this video is of us doing an egg and salt tan on this cowhide. Pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to take this outside, probably kind of fold it up and put it in the back of the gator, and take it away from the house and dump the excess amount of salt off and get as much of it off as we can. And then we'll bring it back and we'll either lay it out here or lay it out outside, and we will start the fleshing again of anything last little bit we want to get off. So we'll show you guys that. And then after that, today we're going to do the egg bath, which will be the tanning of it, which is the way I've chosen to do this one, is with egg yolks. It's been the most, with my research and doing it and stuff, it's been the most natural way to do it without having to buy a bunch of chemicals. So we'll give it a shot. This will be our first cowhide. We've done rabbit hides. There's videos on that if you want to go see them. But we're going to do the cowhide today. So here we go. Okay guys, so it has been, let's see, I think it's been about 3 weeks since we first unpackaged it. So now we're moving towards getting it almost completely flushed and ready to do the egg tan. Alright, so in the just short few minutes that we've been using the sander, it's getting to be looking like this, where it was starting out like that. So that is what we want. So it's working good, especially in the dry areas. In the wet areas, it kind of just runs over it. It's not working so well, but hi Brinkley. Going to ride? But it's doing good, so we're gonna keep going. Okay guys, so you can see right here that instead of it just being this white, this nice color, it's kind of getting brown right here. So that's fine, it didn't go through, but it was getting a little bit too close to the hair right here, so I just have to be more careful of that. But I do not want that all over the hide because, I mean, it's fine, but I don't want to get too risky and go through and make a big spot. So, okay, so this side I've just about got done. You can see the kind of before and after here of this is what it is now. This is what it was. So I'm thinking there's still some wet spots where it hasn't completely dried out, like right here, where it's not quite doing it all the way. So I'll either do that area with my hands, which I probably will, because I'm wanting to get this done, or I'll wait for a couple hours, but I'm thinking not because I just want to get this done. So I'm thinking I'm going to flip it around now, and because I still have this side to do, I'd say this is some of the worst areas that still need the most done on them. So, but this area is pretty dry, so that'll be good. So we will get this flipped around and start work on this side. I think I'm covered in hide now. All right, side 2, number 2. So me and Dad are thinking that some of these spots that have kind of gotten away from us and they're just kind of rough looking, we're going to trim them up with some shears, some of the shears we got when we had chicken butchering time. So we're thinking we're going to kind of cut it and make it look natural, but kind of just clean up some of the edges like right here, where it's just kind of rough looking. So that's what we're thinking. But like other than that, it's a nice, flexible feel right now. So I'm really happy with how this is working. Yeah. I'm honestly tempted to, after a day, like do half and half, since this one will just be on our wall. What do you think would happen if we did like half of it with an egg tan and we just left the other half and see how good it does with just a salt? I don't know. I guess we can tell after a day if we like it or not.
Yeah.
It might stiffen up some of the spots that are really nice.
And if in the future we do more hides, which we probably will end up doing, we can decide, do we like the egg tan or do we like the salt tan?
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, we know people who just do salt or borax. and that seems to work fine. It just gives it that kind of cardboard.
Yeah.
So if you don't want it on the floor, the wall would just be fine with just cardboard because it doesn't have to be soft.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm liking how it's turning out. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
It's so smooth and durable.
I know. Thanks to this little sander right here. Miles is going to get the leaf blower because this is so dusty. It'll just be easiest to get it and do some high power wind and blow it off. So.
Alright, so I'm betting. I'm gonna do one pull and I'm gonna start it. You agree?
I bet not.
Okay. Anchor, you agree? Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Oh man. Turn it off. Hey. Hey. Looks good, Quinny.
Hey, of course she does. She's on my horse.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So we finished sanding it yesterday, and then I let it sit out the rest of the day. Late afternoon, put it up yesterday evening so that it wouldn't get wet throughout the night. And you can see how good it looks. So today we are doing the egg tan, which is the last step for this hide. So, and it won't take very long, but so we're going to get started on that today. So the egg tan, we're just going to use the yolks, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be 1 to 2 dozen eggs. I'm thinking 2 dozen because I want to get it really good. So we're going to take 2 dozen egg yolks. The dogs will get the egg whites because that's good for them. So then we'll just kind of rub in the egg yolks to the hide everywhere. At least I will. And then we'll let it sit. And since this is such a big hide, normally if you do like an egg tan with rabbit hides, you can just lay like a towel or something over it to keep it damp. But since this is so big, we don't have anything big enough to do that. So we're just going to get kind of a spray bottle and just come out every once in a while and get it wet again. So hopefully that'll do the work. We're going to go get the eggs and start cracking and start dumping on here and working them into the hide. Alright, so Quincy's going to help me do the egg tan, and the dogs already know what's up. So we're going to start cracking some of the eggs, the egg yolks, into this bowl until we get quite a few in there.
I forgot what the egg whites are.
I'll show you.
The middle stuff, like the big lump.
The egg yolk is the orange.
Like the circle thing?
Yeah. Okay, so with a little bit over 2 dozen eggs, we got over half the hide done. So we have all of this side done, and all the crevices and all the way to the edges. So now we really just have that side that Miles is on, which isn't very much. So Harper ran inside to grab 1 more dozen of eggs to use. And thankfully, with how crazy expensive eggs are right now, we have Farm Fresh, and our aunt gave us some more eggs to use. So that was awesome that we didn't have to go and buy, because they're crazy expensive, and that just wouldn't have been very
Efficient.
yes, efficient. Okay, so we just barely had enough, but I think it worked out good. So the whole hide is covered. It's all worked in and to every edge. So now I'm just while we've been cracking them and putting them on, it's already been drying out a little bit in the wind. Oh, I'm sorry, little honeybee. I didn't mean to spray it. He flew away. It's been drying out, so just get it nice and wet. Not crazy wet, but just enough to keep the egg to absorb into the hide itself. And then we're going to carry it to a little barn we have over here that's enclosed, so there can't be any sunlight in there can't be any wind, so that it will be even less likely for it to dry out.
That's the whole process.
It's a lot of scrambled eggs. So you can use it for 2 days, maybe 3 days, depending on how it's looking. And 2, we will wash it really good with some warm water and soap. Maybe not warm. Be a lot of warm water. With some soap and water to get off all the egg yolk and just to clean the hide and fur really good. And then it'll be done. So we'll see you guys in 2 days. Okay guys, so after we washed all the egg yolk off and got it rinsed off really good, we put it into this bucket with some sudsy water, and we kind of mixed it up, scrubbed it for a few minutes, and then we left it for probably about 45 minutes or so, and then we came back to it and rinsed it off again and dumped it out, but that's coming next. Okay, so after we washed it, we had a cold snap where it got down below freezing. So of course that took a little bit longer to dry since it was hanging up on the round pen, but since it would freeze at night, it would take a little bit longer in the day. But after 2 days, it finally dried completely. So today we are laying it out, stretching it out, brushing it, and we will be working it to get it to not be so stiff.
Okay, here's an update video. So we have to brush it off. Mom's getting the leaf blower to blow it off, so it's a little dusty. But here's the underside. We're just working out the toughness in it right now.